So he goes deep. So they call us. We come out. Knocked on the door a few times. He's praised. Backstabbing motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. I'm his first sergeant. Not ops in Seattle. So we kept knocking, nothing. Wouldn't answer. So we went down, got a key, came back up with security forces. Went into the room. Really wouldn't acknowledge us. Kept asking because we had a key to a rental vehicle. I didn't want to take a chance of taking that car.
Yeah.
So he gives us the key to the rental vehicle, rolls over, wouldn't talk to us now.
Okay.
So we searched the room, looked around, and see there's no weapons that we can see.
Yeah.
This guy does have $20,000 to $30,000 worth of guns and rifles and stuff.
At home?
Yeah, at home. I didn't see any sign he had anything in there.
Okay.
He had only drank 4 of those beers out of that 12-pack in the kit in the refrigerator stuff. So we come here this morning. He comes to the door.
Yeah.
He's wearing a pair of shorts, and we're trying to get him to just talk to us. What he said was, everybody's against him. Everybody's out to get him.
Yeah.
He would not talk to us.
What's his name?
His name is Robert Card.
Okay.
He went to just close the door, and I started putting the door. And I'm like, please, just talk to us. I'm begging this guy just to talk to me.
Yeah.
And he gives me this 1,000-yard stare at me. It's like I wasn't even there. And he's like, no. He's kind of teary-eyed, slams the door in his face. Nothing. We're knocking on the door. He won't acknowledge me.
All right. And so, but what? I'm confused as to what triggered him last night that got this whole thing precipitated.
Me
Like,
too.
was somebody calling him a pedophile or something like that?
None of those guys can do that. If you want to talk to them, they're right inside.
Yeah.
They're all up. I told them to get up, get dressed, and be
Okay.
ready. But no, they wouldn't do it. It's just like I said. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. We like him. We go golfing. We go to dinner. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just strange.
He has better.
Yeah.
Because he had came up to them around 1600 and he had a conversation with them beforehand. And then there's afterwards he was like a little upset when he told me.
Okay.
Like emotional about something.
All right. So maybe something going on at home.
Probably. That's the first thing I asked. And he's like, he's not too sure about it, but he was like, man, it might have been the alcohol talking, you know?
Okay.
That's what we thought, but he slept it off.
So is because I missed a second here, is the concern that he's going to hurt himself, or is it?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the concern? Okay.
Our concern is that he's either going to hurt himself or someone else.
Okay. Has he
ever done that?
comments? Did he make any comments like that at all? That he was going to hurt himself or anybody else?
He said he was going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to
so
be,
that's
and then the way he's been combative towards them now, you know, he doesn't want nobody
the way he's
in.
been what?
Combative. He doesn't want nobody in now.
Combative, verbally combative.
Yeah. And slamming the door. Because his foot was still in the door, and he
Yeah.
slammed the door.
Leave me alone.
So what rights do they have, or how does it work with them in the living quarters here?
Yeah, I was telling him on the way here. I mean, I've been out since 2007.
Yep.
But like back then, we would just broke down the door and drug his ass out.
Yep.
Not us, but
Right, we would have.
yeah, not
Anymore.
not
No.
yeah.
No.
That's kind of what he was telling me on the way here.
Yeah.
Like a lot has changed.
The command directive is now civilian authorities, unless they're on like West Point, Fort Bend, whatever.
Yeah.
Civilian authorities have to. We can't physically take him out, and right now we're the enemy anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I have jurisdiction. We don't.
Smash.
So with that being said, what is it that you hope that we can do?
We need to. He needs to be evaluated. He needs to talk to a medical professional and figure out why he's hearing voices and that paranoia that's kicking in.
Okay.
Tell him what the crying.
Yeah, I told him he got all emotional, teary-eyed and stuff.
He started crying in 8 seconds of us talking to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just started bubbling.
Okay.
And I've known him for many years.
Yeah.
He's never been disrespectful until he closed the door.
Yeah.
So something is going on. This is not who
Okay.
Would you think maybe it's something at home?
could be.
What's his family situation?
He's divorced and he has a son.
How long has he been divorced?
Don't know. Here, answer those questions.
Okay.
Has he had a death in the family?
Not that I'm aware of.
And you know, I was asking kind of like at what point did things escalate yesterday?
Because he kept saying everybody was talking about me. Everyone's talking about me and talking about me. His very good friend, maybe not his best, saying, what are you talking about? Tell me who's talking. We will figure this out. And he said everybody, he wouldn't answer the question. And they almost got into a fight out here in this parking lot, which is unusual for these two to fight.
Okay.
After that argument, we went into his room. We haven't seen him. Then we checked on him later that night.
Do you have any suspicion of illicit drug use that would cause such paranoia
Not
like
his
that?
way. Not his way.
No? Okay.
I would be very surprised if that were the case.
Okay.
Me too.
And we, seeing that we dealt with him last night,
Yeah.
and today, there was no change. So if
Okay.
he's riding a drug, it's pretty good because it's been going for at least 10
When
hours.
did you guys arrive here?
He got here at about 1500 yesterday. I've been here for 4 days.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to find where his baseline was at.
He was off kilter at 1600 yesterday.
Like right when he showed up. Yesterday.
Right when we showed up, something was wrong with him. We knew that.
Where does he
Okay.
live?
He lives
Bowden, Maine.
in Bowden, Maine.
He lives in Maine?
Yeah, we're all from Maine.
The Maine Army Reservists on that committee. We tried calling like the MPs at West Point to see if they would help us, and they said it's out of their yard. They don't put their play over here.
Okay.
So we were assuming that he would go for an eval of some kind. Where would that be?
Here, the closest place would be Phelps Memorial Hospital.
Where's that?
It's the south side of Austining, North Tarrytown.
It's like
Sleepy
30
Hollow.
minutes south of here. Slow
Yeah.
traffic through 9 if you take 9 south.
Here on this side of the river, but yeah, just south of here.
Okay.
Either that or Westchester Medical Center. But Phelps is usually where we take people for mental health evaluations.
Did they say anything about like suicidal ideations or anything like that?
No.
It's not said anything
Okay.
about hurting himself. He just thinks the world's out to get him.
Okay.
One thing that was troubling, he said, I'll take care of it. In that fight yesterday, he said
Okay.
he was going to take care of it.
Okay.
When we were in his room last night, I made a point to look for weapons. I did not search.
Okay.
But I looked around. I didn't see anything that jumped
All right.
out.
So what authority do you have to search the room?
Well, he's on a military post, so we can search at any time.
Health and welfare inspection.
Yeah,
I'm his
we're allowed
first
to do
sergeant,
that.
so I can do it
So an
any time I can
inspection,
go in there and check.
So what does that entail? Depth, like what's the depth and breadth of that? What's the scope of a health and welfare inspection?
We can search anything.
Anytime.
Anything
Okay.
like contraband, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
It could be.
So you can
What
look
about-
in his property,
Yes.
What about a POV?
in his bags.
He has a rental car. I have his rental
Okay.
car keys. I searched it last night. There's nothing in it.
So it's
Okay.
anything that falls within the jurisdiction of the military installation. And since he's the first sergeant, he can search whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as he has a justified means.
Okay.
I gotta
As
ask.
long as he has what?
Justified means, which this would be. Doesn't know what he has.
This hospital that you're talking about, do they have their own security?
They do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is this guy built like a brick shit house?
No, I mean he's wiry, he's strong.
He's a strong dude.
He's a combat vet,
Yeah.
so it's
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, they have armed security there.
okay. I'm not worried about I just worry about the nurses. I'm a cop for 24 years.
Yeah,
I worry about the nurses. Our hospital, they don't have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Glass sunglasses. But I worry about the staff.
Make sure we're getting everybody better.
FDO?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, same here. I'm the FTO supervisor for our department.
All of the writing for you.
The staff.
Hey, what's
Hey,
going on?
how you
I want
doing?
to
How
talk
are
to you a
you?
little bit about
Good.
his background.
So yeah,
What's
they're
set him off
saying
yesterday?
basically when he showed up yesterday, he's kind of off kilter.
Yeah, he's like literally hearing voices in his head. He said that the front desk, like we're all in the pool just hanging out, and he came down in the pool. We invite him in, we're boys with him. And he said the second he checked in at that front desk, that the lady was like, "Oh, they already know I'm here, and they're already talking stuff." And I looked at him like, "Our card, nobody's saying anything to you. For like the past 6 months, he just got these brand new hearing aids, and it's like it's messing with his head. He's like hearing voices and stuff." his family, he calls me after drill like on a Sunday. We'll get out and I'll be driving home an hour north to my house and we'll talk on the phone the whole He lost his job too, to be honest, but he won't. Something. And I turn around on my car. I didn't say a word. It was right here. And then he's like, "It's all right. I'll take care of it. It's all right," like that. And I'm like, "What the? Like, what does that even mean?" So we get down there, and I turn around because I'm in the front seat on my car. Like, tell me what's going on, dude. Like, what did you hear? And he's like, "It's all right. It's all right." He's just being like real,
passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. That's it.
Yeah.
But after we got back, or no, we were down at the gas station, and I was hard, like pulled out a 12-pack of beer, like real aggressive, slams the cooler, checks out, and goes to the truck. And then, we're following him. We're checking out and going to the truck.
Yeah.
He's leaned up against the truck and he's got he's mean mugging. You know what I mean? Like it's like a switch went off. And then he says, what did he say? "I can't fucking believe you would do this." And then he clenches his fist and comes at me. I'm like, "Whoa, dude!" I just kind of backed up and walked away. But I said, "I'm like, dude, he just tried to fight me over this. Like, this is crazy."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
That's where we're at. And he won't answer the door now, right?
Yeah, he did, and then he slammed it on us.
He's like hearing voices. Like it's like paranoid to like the nth degree. Like it's weird. It's really weird.
I asked them, do you think there's any possibility he's using any sort of illicit
I don't
drugs?
think so. I'm actually UPL for the unit, and I've picked him up on many tests. He's never came up. I really think it's like those hearing aids. He's like picking up like different frequencies maybe, and it's like he's lost so much weight since 6 months ago. Like his face is sunken.
Yeah.
He took his shirt off at the pool. He's like all skin and bones. I couldn't even believe how much weight he's lost. I've known him for a decade.
Yeah.
I've been in this unit for 10 years, and he's never looked like that. It's
When
just,
was his last deployment?
He's never deployed.
Well, he hasn't.
No.
Oh, he deployed.
No. He's always been. He was with the 619th, right as they were leaving. He came in, and then he came to us as they were going again. But he's never deployed.
What's the deal with the hearing aids?
He had surgery on one of the really tiny bones in your ear,
Okay.
but it keeps like growing like calcium, and he's been applying for hearing aids for years, and he finally got them. And I'm telling you, ever since he got them there, he says he's picking up like conversations across the room, and that people are saying that he has a small dick and he's a pedophile. People in his town are saying stuff. Everywhere he goes, his family had an intervention with him, and him and his son were real close. He's like, his son won't even talk to him anymore.
Really?
Somebody went on his Facebook, and his entire Facebook is wiped. He like started afresh without his family members on it. It's weird.
Is he married?
He's at work and he's saying that he heard these, people are saying he had a small dick and stuff.
Oh.
So he actually started taking like dick pics.
He took a dick pic, that's right, and he showed the people at work. And his
So
boss
that-
is like, "Yo, man,
Yo,
you can't do that."
Yeah.
I
right.
know, like,
Yeah.
it's fucking
That's why I want
crazy.
him out here.
It's fucking
He
crazy.
knows
I'm
more
telling
about
you.
the background.
I've never had to even deal with anything like this before in my life.
Like on its face, it's obviously weird behavior, but the more concerning part is he was never like this.
Never.
Like this is just like a...
And he's a gun nut too. He has a lot of guns. He just spent 14 grand on a scope too. So he's got, I don't know what he's capable of. I'm not insinuating anything, but I'm just saying he does have a ton of guns. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's weird. It really is.
But short of him bowing up to you yesterday, he's never fought physically anyone.
No. Didn't he have a fight with somebody in Right Card a few years back? They were drunk though. Yeah, not since. No, he hasn't been physical with any of us, but
No, that was new. As far
And
as
short of saying, "I'll take care of it," he hasn't, with like a veiled threat, he hasn't said
no, he hasn't said I'm gonna go climb a clock tower or
Articulate.
anything. But
articulate threats.
what's up?
He hasn't given like an articulate threat.
No. But like I said, it was like a switch. Like driving a truck and he saw it. Like he was trying to keep the conversation light too, because it just got so awkward. And yeah, it's just weird. He's never been like this. Like never.
I don't think.
So you're hoping that he'll go to the hospital on his own, because what we're talking about now doesn't allow us to forcefully take him to the hospital. He would have to say that he would have to say or have said that he wants to kill himself, or that he wants to physically articulate that he wants to physically hurt someone else.
Yep. No, that makes sense. But I don't know.
So if we can talk to him rationally and ask him to go, we can bring him, but we can't force him unless during our conversation he says the things that I'm talking about.
What if he doesn't say anything at all?
Then he doesn't say anything at all. Then he doesn't have to. I mean, he doesn't have to talk to us. If you want to get in the room to search the room or to look through the room with your health and welfare inspection that you were talking about earlier, and you want that opportunity, that's something that we can supervise.
Sure. I don't think he's
which
gonna
I'm
say
fine
words.
with.
He's not going to say anything to you. He's just going to start crying.
I'll give you that 1,000-yard stare.
Okay.
That's what I got this morning.
Okay.
Got through me.
Yeah.
Because I tried to get him just to tell me what was going on.
What can you require of them, as far as seeking medical attention based off their behavior? What are you allowed to require?
We can require him to go. We can do a command directive.
That he be required to see somebody and talk to them about this series of incidents over the course of the week.
Yes. The issue is getting him there. He's
What's
not
that?
going to go. The issue is getting him there. He's not going to go on his own.
So now, what recourse? What teeth do you have to put to that? Can you prevent him from drilling? Can you take pay? Can you NJP or?
We can.
Yes to all that, but the problem is we can't put him in a car and start driving because we think he's just going to bail out.
Well, so that's
or
what I
try
mean.
to wreck the car.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take him. You would have him go. He would have to go on his own. That's what I mean. So you tell him, what's his name?
Clark.
What's
Robert.
his first name? Robert. So you can say, hey, Robert, based off of the last 24 hours, you're being ordered to go to see John Smith or Dr. Smith or whoever, or your own doctor, to discuss the series of events that took place over the course of the last 24 hours. I do not know. I don't need to know the details of that conversation because I imagine that would be confidential. But I need to know that you went there and get this documentation signed by the doctor saying that you went. Does that exist? You know what I mean?
We can do that. Like I said, it's a command directive,
Okay.
but it's not.
And then him understanding that if he doesn't go, the consequences are A, B, and C. Does that exist?
It does.
Okay. Because I'm trying to find out what teeth we can present to him.
Yeah.
Because I can't. My teeth only exist if he says certain things.
Right.
So your teeth exist because of what he
Ours are more like gums.
did.
We cannot physically take him.
Right. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But you can order him to do it, and if he doesn't do it, then the consequences are.
Right.
You see him dead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure at this point he cares.
He doesn't.
You tell him we're going to bust you with a private and take everything from you and send you home early. He's like, yeah, whatever. No,
Does that affect his pay?
Yeah. I don't think he
Oh,
cares.
yeah. Affects his
I don't think he
retirement.
cares.
Everything.
Sorry, what I missed?
No, they're just talking
Talk
about
about giving
consequences
an
and
order and
having him making it a requirement for him to go speak to someone, and then
Hey, first one, I could shoot you over.
and then the consequences on him if he doesn't go speak to someone
yeah.
concerning what happened over the course of the last 24
I mean,
hours.
does he have VA benefits? Because we have a VA hospital in Cortland,
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Montrose campus, and they do have. I know that they have mental health services there.
Okay.
That's
They're going to
That's
be
closer
there
to
now.
What's that?
emergency 24-hour.
It's probably a hotline. I don't think it's a person.
No. They actually have a place there because we have to go in there and deal with them every once in a while.
And it's manned 24 hours.
Yeah, because it's like a legit VA
Facility,
hospital. Yeah. We can make some phone calls and find out if there's someone there. The other idea was, do we have next of kin information? Can we contact a family member and interview them and kind of see if this behavior?
I don't know any of that.
They did have an intervention with him. Like, I heard about an intervention that his family had.
Yeah.
They all sat down and talked with him, and it was like,
Do you know his brother? The brother's name?
oh man. But that's about it. I wouldn't know his number. I don't have a Facebook either.
Who would know? Who would know him better than anybody?
Unfortunately. Yep.
You guys don't have any like service record books for him with like any sort of next of kin?
I need to go produce and see what he has listed as a point of contact.
Yep.
Maybe we can talk to them and kind of see if maybe something triggered him before he got here.
Yeah.
Or, and kind of get like an idea of...
Yeah, what to talk to him about.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. He took his brother off his Facebook too. That's crazy.
Based on what you guys are telling me, I feel like he really does need to go talk to somebody.
Yeah. We don't want him on the ranges either.
Is he prescribed any sort of medication that you know
I don't
of?
think so. I really don't. Like, I talked to him at drill, and
Yeah.
I've known him for 10 years. We came to the unit together.
When was the last time you guys drilled? Last month?
Yeah, it was last month on our way home. That's that literally an hour call.
Yeah.
On the way back, and he was telling me
How was he?
everything.
How was he? Like with you guys? How was he last month?
Quiet. Like quiet. He kind of sits back and
Like,
like listening.
out of character,
He's
or
getting ready to retire, like in the next 6 months. So
How
He's
old
got
is
like short timers. What's that?
How old is he?
40, 41?
Okay.
But he's always been a quiet guy, you know.
Yeah.
But he's like focusing on like conversations. Like,
yeah.
it's weird.
When would you say you noticed, like, I know you said physically, like you've noticed like over the past 6 months, obviously he's lost a lot of weight, but like as far as his mental status.
Ever since he got those hearing aids.
And that was like 6 months ago?
6 months ago. And it's like he's hearing voices. Like, I don't know how those things work. Like, I know it's Wi-Fi too. He said I'm maybe picking up different things.
Really? Okay.
Like on AirPods or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But it's just the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I literally thought we were gonna be rolling around in the parking lot. Like,
Yeah.
he was so like he was on. And I don't want to hit him either. You know what
Right,
I mean?
yeah. You get everybody's pedigree? Okay.
I'm going through the paperwork now to find out who's got listed as the brother and his son. See if we can figure out something.
Is he married?
No, he divorced like a while ago, like 10 years ago.
Oh,
so
okay, so.
it wasn't.
Alright.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
His son's on there. Yeah. He's the only one left on his Facebook too, as far as family. His brother's not even on there. Yeah. It's definitely been an annual training to remember for sure, but.
Yeah, this will be one of those earmarks.
I kind of don't want to see him either. Like, I feel like he's gonna think like I did this, you know what I mean?
Okay, leave on the car.
Yeah, you're good.
He's gonna like how he thinks
It's hot
I'm
right
fine
there.
on him.
It is very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that engine, like right there, it puts out a lot of heat. It's great in the wintertime, not so great in the summertime though.
Is Bear Mountain Bridge open in 6?
No, not yet.
Any idea when that will be open?
Or 9W.
So actually,
the bridge
I
was
heard,
open yesterday.
I heard that they were supposed to start paving the Palisades today, but I highly doubt that's going to happen, especially after the rain we got this morning. And the same with 9W. Hopefully within the next week, I would say.
A week.
Yeah.
Is 6 Palisades?
A part of the Palisades is considered Route 6.
But
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of civilians coming over the bridge yesterday afternoon.
They said it's the third exit is open. So the first one is West Point, the second one will bring you to the ranges, and then the third one brings you south, and that's the one that's open.
Oh, so that's 9W going
Yeah,
south.
South.
Yeah.
I'm talking Route 6.
Yeah.
Well, so if you go over the bridge,
Yep.
that first one is Fort Montgomery.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on the way to West Point,
Yep.
Highland Falls.
Is that
Yep.
open?
I don't think that's open because that bridge has been compromised.
Yeah.
The second exit
Yeah.
is the Palisades,
Palisades.
which is, I think, also considered a short period of it is considered Route 6.
Okay.
That's shut north
And
of 15.
That's. I don't think you can go on there.
No.
But then,
slam.
so 9W's southbound from that circle. Sounds like it's okay. I don't know. I was told yesterday the bridge was shut down completely. But
The Bear Mountain.
yeah.
So first guys, give me 1 second. So in regards to what can be done, Ace on first pass, I got you on speaker. Can you explain it to state police?
Yes. Okay, so if he's on active duty orders, his commander has to request that he has a command-directed evaluation at West Point, which is about 20 minutes up
at Keller?
the Gold
Yeah, it's
Trail.
up north. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
work
Keller. So the commander could reach out to the local police authority and ask for assistance to take him there, as long as he's on active duty orders.
Yes.
Yep. So they fall under it. All right. Thank you, Sergeant First Class.
So that means that the
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, hold on.
In the meantime, give me your information, and I can, whenever I get to Camp Smith, I'll email you. There's a packet that the commander's gonna have to fill out after the soldiers, like, at the hospital.
Okay.
if it's command directed, does that mean that we can put our hands on him and drag him, kicking and screaming, to that evaluation?
Well, if it's command directed, that's a lawful order. I don't
Okay.
know that he's going to be kicking, dragging, and screaming, but
He's refusing
if
to.
if he's a danger to himself, he can definitely. The local authorities can send him to the nearest hospital if he doesn't go to West Point, and then they would evaluate him at that hospital.
But he's refusing to open the door. He's not. I mean, if he said he was going to hurt himself, we have a green light, so we can do whatever we need to do. But if he's refusing to open the door for us, then we can't hear those words. But he is way out of character here.
Yeah.
And can we go off? Commander's not here. Can we go off a verbal from the commander? You are command directed to take him to the hospital. Can we just run with that until we get the paperwork to him?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have text you my battalion S1 because we just dealt with this situation, and she will be able to direct you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's looking like command directed. If he doesn't go, they can put their hands on him, kick him and scream.
When you say they, you mean us?
That's what I thought. That's
No.
my interpretation.
No.
Okay, you're unwilling to do that.
No, I'm not putting my hands on. I'm not going to force him to do what you guys are requiring him to do.
Okay.
I will escort him, but
Okay.
I'm not going to drag him kicking and screaming.
Okay.
So, unless he says something
Unless
during
he
the interview
gives us
Right.
the indication
Right.
that he's
He's gonna
a
hurt
harm to
himself
himself
or
or
someone
someone else, then we'll do what we have to do to get him out. I would say without that, if it's a command directive and he's on active duty orders, and like I said, this is me, like I've been out like 15 years now, but I know that if back then, if we would have gotten a command directive like that, it like he has no say in the ordeal, and we're doing whatever we have to do to get him to carry that lawful order.
And what he's going to do is, you're ordered to go. I don't give a frick. He's going to slam the door. Now what?
And National Guard question. You're National Guard, correct? No, reserve. Oh, okay, damn, yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, per National Guard policy, you fall under state jurisdiction anyways, so it would kind of be a state job anyways.
Because he would
When
not
you say
do that
state
door
job,
for
what do
me
you
to
mean?
talk.
So since it's ran by the state, you're
He's not- I don't
not
give a frick
commissioned,
about
but you're
Yeah.
sworn in by the state.
So, and,
State
like,
police,
that
like
point,
state
I
entities,
feel like
have
you
to
guys are
oversee
your
like
rights to
certain things.
open that door
So
right back up.
MPs
That's
could
fine.
only.
I have no problem.
Yeah, no, I
overseeing.
get. Yeah, it's just.
We have no way to secure him.
So I mean, I don't know how.
Transport this. He's going to grab that steering wheel or fight in the back seat with 3 of mine
Yeah.
for that. Now it's going to take us an hour and change to get to West Point because we got to go up over
84, yeah.
84
Yeah. Cross,
That's
yeah.
72 miles
Yeah.
worth of a fight within 3 feet of each other.
Yeah.
That is my point. Words are, he's not responding to words.
Yeah.
And after you guys talk,
Yeah.
This is further aggravated the fact that he's supposed to be on the range with us all week.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
conserve weaponry.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a machine
That ain't
gun.
gonna happen.
Here, carry this machine gun.
not great. Yeah, not a great situation either.
Commander's on his way. This is what you're doing.
Our commander?
Oh yeah. No. Colonel's been advised. I mean, we were tranquilizing his ass and putting him in the back of the car and taking him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If he were responding to our instructions, we would already be at Kelly. That's our problem.
Okay.
Heart attack.
Yep. And that is why you got
So we're caught between a rock and a hard place because I 100%. What you guys are telling me, it sounds like he really does need to see a mental health professional. He needs to be evaluated.
It's the ability to force him.
But that's our hands are tied.
Our ability to force him doesn't exist yet.
Right.
Unless he communicates
If he gets
to you, that
if he gets
self-harm
combative,
to others.
so if he gets combative, physically combative, that's I would say that's one thing. Or if he gets, or if he says the things that I was talking about earlier,
Right.
that's the second.
We have our guidelines.
Someone looked on this side.
We don't have a lot of agreement.
He's just thinking.
Oversee that unfortunately, the way that the laws are written.
So it's interesting because we are actually all police officers back home, so we deal with this
Yeah.
on a regular basis. So we've
Just
been,
wouldn't be on this
we're
side
never
of it.
on this side of it. But yeah, I completely understand. Like we use a protective custody statute, and it's the same thing. You basically need probable cause to believe that they're either going to hurt themselves or hurt somebody else, or they're so far gone mentally because of like a dementia or something like that.
Yeah.
So I completely get where you guys are coming from there. It's just interesting because we're on this side and we're trying to articulate the best we can the difference in behaviors.
Yep.
And I think it's a little, I mean, it's even more concerning because we are going to a crew serve weapons range and he's supposed to be a safety on the range.
Absolutely.
So we're kind of in this.
I don't see how we can leave him alone, A, or B, with cadet. We cannot straight face him talking to a cadet.
Yeah.
Nope. Because they'll be talking all kind of smack about everything in the world. You don't think they're talking about it.
Yeah.
And then it'll go boom.
And then things go south.
It's going to be a danger to them.
And then get him home. We got a laundry list of things here.
Yeah. You get
Going
challenges
sideways here.
presented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting him home. He's going to go ride with anybody.
Yeah.
He didn't drive down here on his own.
He did.
On a rental.
I'm driving back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm way off base.
Say that again?
I don't want to drive him back. That's the thing. Maybe I'm going a little too far in this with the commander, our captain.
I'd be interested to see if we do get him to a hospital, if there's any possibility that he's been recently prescribed the medication and that he's having an adverse reaction to it, or because he mixed even just a couple beers with his medication yesterday, that he's just...
So that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
if I don't know, because he didn't know of any prescription medication that he's on.
But I'm sure he wouldn't broadcast that either. He's already
Right.
paranoid about people talking about
Right,
him, and
right.
he's insecure about whatever. So I'm sure he wouldn't say anything. And it was interesting because he just joined us yesterday. We had a beer by the pool, and that's when things started to
really go sideways.
change. So I'm almost wondering maybe if he is on a medication and mixing the alcohol with it kind of did something.
He hasn't
So
been drinking
smooth.
today. It's still the same way.
Yeah, you're right. He
That's
hasn't been
true.
drinking. Well, we don't know yet. He's been drinking.
True.
His eyes were clear.
Yeah.
Unblinking.
Oh, you saw him this morning?
Oh yeah, I was stared right through him. It's like 1,000-yard stare.
All right. Well,
We're certainly. I mean.
Nothing on the brother to
They're
talk to
digging
him.
now.
What's that?
They're looking now
Okay.
to see what they can come up with.
I hate wasting you guys' time. I'm standing
It's not a
around.
waste
no,
of time.
it's definitely not. Like
It's not a
like I
waste
said,
of
like,
time.
Yeah.
like I said, everything you guys have described to me, like I'm concerned for him. Like I feel
Yeah.
like he definitely needs to go talk to somebody. They need to get something figured out. You know, considering the fact that he's kind of changed ever since he got these hearing aids. He's changed. And not only his mental, but his physical stature as well. Like losing all the weight, like you said. Like there's something definitely going on there that needs to be addressed.
You guys already have a report number?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna get one of my business cards.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, there's gonna be a mountain of paperwork over this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I can give you one of my cards, and I'll give you my personal cell phone number, and
All right. We
can go from
definitely
there.
let you know.
All right,
Yeah.
let me grab my card.
Yep.
You want if we get the son of the brother, you just want to further interview him?
I just want to talk to him. Yeah. We just want to talk to him about any other backstory that they can give us.
Yeah.
You heard everything that we just said? Do you know of the brother or of the son? Any information, anything like that? So that's what we're trying to do.
You guys all Chargers, or do you have a mixed fleet?
There's some mixed fleet. There's some old Tauruses that are out there. There's some old Ford Explorers that are out there, and Tahoes, and the occasional unicorn of a Crown Vic.
Yeah.
We have a new Tahoe at our station.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We just got all new Tahoes. We get our pick where I work.
Really?
I picked an Explorer, which I'm regretting because it doesn't have the EcoBoost, so it's like that 3.3 V6, just a real doggy engine.
Yeah.
But we just got rid of our last Charger. We weren't a big fan. Like performance-wise, they were fine.
Yeah.
But like maintenance-wise and things that were going wrong with them, we had transmission issues.
Yep.
And just
You had the V8 all-wheel drives?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is actually the last V8 that we have at our station now.
Yeah.
It's the newest one, the last one that we're going to get. Because now we have a bunch of V6 all-wheel drives.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And
I like the Tahoes, but they're I sound like I'm complaining, but they're just like very big.
so the brand new ones, we just got a 2022, and I like just looking at it. It looks big.
Yeah.
But I went to one fall where I had to like get there, and I was extremely impressed with how well it handled.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's got a 10-speed transmission as opposed to the old 8,
Yep.
and it's got an independent rear suspension.
Yeah.
The front brakes are 6-piston Brembo,
Nice.
like great stopping power. I was impressed. Like I love this, but definitely going forward, if I had my pick, I would Tahoe all day. Yeah.
I probably won't get. We hold on to ours for a while. I just got mine.
With these guys at the gate. So we seen, I didn't get the call, but when I came through the gate, they told me, so I was like, let me come up and find out why we were down at the front.
Ours,
Trying to get backfield on everything that happened.
we
What's
hang on
going
ours a
on?
lot longer.
What did he tell you? Did he tell Jan already?
Yeah, last night, I don't know, they got his name, but the NCO, barricaded. He's barricaded now.
So he's just not opening the door for either. I don't know.
Typically, we'll run down
Okay, so
170,000.
Wow.
Just to the budget.
There's been no sound for a couple hours.
kind of screwed up with laws, but at least someone had to go. He's on orders, take him right to the freaking ER on West Point.
Oh yeah. So we already had that conversation.
You know what I mean? Versus.
So
He's hung up in there or popped some pills and they're all like jackasses, you know?
I know.
And it's not alcohol. It's like schizophrenia or something. It's
Paranoia.
yeah.
Well, we were discussing like it's easy for you guys if you're on active duty orders, you give him a lawful order, he has to go. The only issue is, like Matt started saying, you guys have no restraints. You're taking him in a rental vehicle. Like it could be a wild ride, depending on how squirrely he wants to get. But I feel like I don't know. You guys have a Tahoe? Or
we don't. I mean, we're
suburban?
Those are somebody else's. But I would think that they could get the MPs out of
There's
these guys, they're MPs here.
they're not MPs. They're all parts.
Just for security.
For security, that's for the gate, right? So they can't do the force, right? I work with them. I'm their first on down there.
Gotcha, okay.
So we seen the vehicle not there. I came up like, what's going on, and they explained. But yeah, they can't. We call these guys would be the MPs.
We're stuck in the middle here because
like we were telling them, like we are too. Just based on
I get
how
that
the walls are
It's
written.
like at some point I'm just like standing out outside his room for hours or 15 minutes. Like
So we definitely have the authority to get into the room based on that.
Yeah.
But it's more of a question of we should be ready to commit.
What are you going to do when you get in there?
Exactly.
we don't need you guys arresting us for
Well, no,
I
mean, not for nothing. You guys can go in and we can follow right behind you, and then
I just feel shitty if he's freaking done something in there.
Yeah.
We need Narcan or anything around in case I don't know if he drug use though. It was just like I'm just telling you, he was just.
Why do you think that he would do that? Has he ever hurt himself ever before?
I don't know.
I don't really know him. I mean, some of the other guys know him more.
You seen any cuts on his arms?
No, nothing like that. Can't even check those boxes. You know?
Like I was saying, like I don't know what kind of rental cars you have, but if you could stuff him in the way back and just take 3 guys, a driver, and 3 other guys with you, just to
then maybe you guys follow him.
I would recommend taking him to a local hospital because to get to West Point now.
It's an hour and 10 minutes.
You gotta
What's
go
the
through
closest hospital here?
it would be
South of here, about 30 minutes.
Phelps Memorial Hospital.
Unless the VA, 15 minutes.
They get a VA, but also the other thing too is
Hold on.
if you
Somehow moving around, so it's probably just easier to get him on military.
any of these civilian hospitals, because they'll just let them walk right out. I've never
Some,
done that.
then one of you guys or something gets stuck.
Sorry, this is kind of
better off
embarrassing.
going there.
Well, and like I said, like these places here, they'll throw their hands up, guaranteed they'll let them walk
Just
out.
meet the criteria.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Alright, well, I'll go stand by the door in there, but I thought he smoked, but they said he doesn't anymore. Because I'm like, it's weird that he hasn't gone out for a cigarette for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they say he quit smoking. So.
Oh.
I'm trying to get a hold of his brother.
I think the family's dysfunctional anyway, so he's probably going to make it worse.
Yeah, they did mention that he's divorced and apparently he's kind of alienated his family.
Yeah.
So.
Just like the schizophrenic shit he was saying last night, it was just like it was like nothing there.
Yeah.
But it was like a light switch real quick.
Yeah.
And it wasn't alcohol. They said he had like 1 beer, one and a half.
They were saying it wasn't like extreme intoxication or anything like that.
But
I'm wondering if he's not
paranoia.
like mixing a prescription with that alcohol. Maybe it's a new medication or something.
He was a Michelob Ultra for Christ's sakes. But he did buy Bud Light after. Could do that. It's in the commercial.
And so you want to.
So in terms of your whatever statute you guys would be enforcing, if he, let's just say hypothetically, we get in there and we just do this a small interview with him, and where is the threshold for you if he says, let's say he can't articulate a plan, but he makes comments like,
I'm just tired of living.
I'm just tired of it, I'm not going to deal with it anymore, maybe I should be better if I was just gone, or are you at that point, or
So
do we
if he
need a
said,
little bit more?
if he said maybe it would be better if I was just gone,
We could.
I could take that.
I could
I can accept that.
Yeah. That's
But
the thing.
I just
like,
can't take it anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. That
It's
like
It's so hard.
that I wouldn't do.
It is, even with us, we actually even have a bigger threshold. Like in Maine, they can say that, but if you can't articulate that it's imminent, like,
oh really?
if you can't articulate that it's
Oh,
going
like
to
that's
happen,
what you're saying about the plan.
yes, if you can't articulate it's going to happen
Yeah,
now,
means
it's
an opportunity.
bolster our probable cause, though. So, like, we can talk to a relative.
As
who
with
said-
us. Yeah. Like especially if he happened to call his son and tell his son that he's gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
And his son is able to tell. I'm like, yep. I can articulate that all day. I'll take that.
All right, gentlemen. Just need names and numbers, please.
Clevenger, CLEVINGER 1618.
What's your badge?
Yes. Just go 311. Should be called 311. Is that something the state of New York? That could get no crisis, no health crisis.
KTZ
KTZ.
Is that how that works?
1489.
148.
One of the first sergeants from Alpha Company. He said,
Thank you.
One is something I'm not familiar with.
Nor am I.
Since he has a crisis team, what is his crisis work?
There is a crisis intervention team in Peekskill, but
I don't know if we have that.
I think they have kind of like banker's hours, honestly.
Well, that's when everyone's in crisis. That works for me.
Yeah, right. Let me make a personal call. Just for
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Give You need my real name or can you use an alias? I mean, if you want to use an alias,
That's- This is called lawsuit. That's our control man.
Ugh.
Don't
go in the room and drag him out.
We woke him up around midnight last night. So.
First sergeant team.
Yeah.
Let's say pound on the door, get it open, let's get him in a vehicle and get him
We've
up.
got a key to get in there. All right.
Hey, you're going with us, take him up there. These guys follow us, he's an asshole, we gotta pull over. We're gonna do something, right?
What's the number to Keller? I just don't want to show up.
I
Keller
like surprises.
Hospital.
You're just gonna go to the ER up there. Hopefully you still have the ER, right?
I'm calling him right now.
Why?
Basically, we've got the command director.
Why are we waiting?
That would literally be the worst one.
Waiting for the brother to answer.
But what's the brother going to tell us? Something that we can have a conversation with him about? just trying to think of like.
At this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what he finds out about 311, and then we'll get going. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. Never used it. Don't know what it is.
So,
Yeah.
Heat Skill Crisis Intervention Team, if you leave them a message, they'll get back to you in 48 hours.
Okay. So I don't see why we need to wait for the brother. Let's go in there and talk to him.
Yeah. I think I agree. At this point, we may as well just go talk to him.
So, where is this? Oh, this guy gets going.
Good idea.
So if he says, so he's gonna have to go to either, what's the place over in West Point? Keller?
Yep.
They'll take him, we'll escort behind.
Yep.
Or if he says anything, we'll take him to Phelps.
That's a good plan. And we'll get a vehicle pulled around that we can take him in.
If you think if he says something, it's still better to go to Phelps? I feel like if he says something and we can take him,
Take
it's
him to
still
Keller?
better to go to Keller.
Fine, that's fine.
I have the son's name and phone number if you want.
Consent, right?
That's right. He's got a plan.
So we're gonna go talk to him.
Okay.
So there's you have a command. He has a command directive to get him. So he has to go somewhere. So if which is you taking him with us following you.
To Keller, to West Point.
Okay.
Yep.
If he says something, then we'll take him. If he says something that allows us the authority to take him, then we'll take him to Keller.
At a minimum, we're going to search his room, make sure he hasn't have any weapons.
Okay. And that's based off of his behavior over
Yes.
the course of the last 24 hours.
Do we want to, when you go to interview, do you want to say, all right, come on out, this is who we're going to talk to, and while you're talking to him all the way, we go in his room?
Where
It's a very cramped spot.
can we talk to him that is not in his room?
There's a room. So they left the doors open to other rooms right there. So right beside it, at least there were a second ago, there were vacant rooms.
Okay.
They were open, so you guys could just walk in literally across the hall,
Okay.
diagonally to another room.
All right.
And then we can kind of just toss the room real quick to make sure there isn't something you need to know about.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, if you guys think you got a plan, you can take him, you take it. Not.
And you're in the position to secure any items that. Where's the MP?
We'll deal
No,
with
it's
that.
not really an MP.
So,
We'll deal with that. There's a
Like,
place
I don't
on
know.
Yeah,
for
he's
that to do.
it's a gate guard.
like,
They have representation, but all they can do, I can send them down a report. You need them like physically here?
no, I just want to know if there's anything in his room that shouldn't be there or that you are concerned about. Not that concerned about, that you have the authority to take.
We can take it.
You can take it.
it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Let's go. So who knows where his room is?
I don't
Yeah. We got a vehicle, so we can put it in. I'll just bring it up to that side. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. So this room right here. Okay. This one. Okay.
Where is he? All right. Okay. But Robert, this is Trooper Katz with the State Police. Can you open the door for me, please? Thank you, my man. You want to throw a shirt on? Come in and talk to you. Appreciate you. You want to sit wherever you want to sit, or you want to. So what's going on that your staff is calling, concerned about
What's
you?
up?
What's going on that your staff is concerned about you calling us?
Because I flipped out on someone messing around with me, and they're cowards and ran away, and
Okay.
I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't been physical with anyone.
Yeah, no one's alleging that.
Yeah, no.
So what was it that caused the issue last night?
They keep saying shit behind my back. I confront them, and they pretend like I'm here and stuff.
Okay. Who in particular is
It's happening everywhere, so
all right?
hearing bits and pieces of all of it, and it's just getting old, and I confront people, and it doesn't stop. So.
Okay. All right.
When
So
you
we
s-
we
when-
talked to a few of them today,
Yeah.
and they're saying like nothing like that has happened. They're talking about how super friendly they are to you. You guys have been great friends for a decade now, and they're not sure what's going on. They're not saying these things behind your back. They're not calling you names or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they're concerned because they don't understand why you think that
They would
they
do that.
are.
I don't know.
I mean, you say that they're talking about you behind your back, but you actually hear them saying these things?
Yeah,
or?
I'm hearing them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so why would they tell us that they weren't saying those things?
I don't know.
I mean, does it make sense that someone that you've been good friends with for over a decade would all of a sudden just start saying these things about you?
It's happening everywhere, so yeah.
What do you
it's
mean by
making
that?
a lot
Yeah,
of sense.
What do you mean by that? It's happening everywhere.
At work, I had to quit my job, go to a different place to try to leave it, and then it's there as well. So,
What were they saying at work?
huh?
What kind of stuff were they talking
I'm
shit
gay,
about
I'm a
at work?
pedophile, I like little boys, I like little girls.
And what kind of stuff were your friends talking about you?
Same exact stuff, it's the same thing.
Do
over
the
and
people at where you work know the people that you serve with?
over. They live in Boston, they're all somewhat close, yeah, areas.
But do they know each
Do they
other?
know each other?
I don't know.
Okay. So when you say you hear bits and pieces, how do you hear the bits and pieces?
Just
when
throwing
you're
in
not
conversations, or when I turn my back,
Oh, so you're
then I go and confront them, and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I know it's happening because one guy at work actually had the nuts to say, yeah, this isn't what an innocent person would do. He wouldn't be walking away pretending you don't hear him. So I know it's happening. Just
Okay.
everyone's fucking with me. It's getting old.
Okay.
Robert, are you on any prescription medication right now?
No, I'm not.
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay. All right. They mentioned that you have some hearing aids, right?
Yeah.
That you. How long have you had those?
4 months, 3 months now.
Okay. All right. How long have these issues been going on at home, work, here?
Been about 6 months now.
Okay.
And
All
when
right.
did you say you got the hearing aids?
3 months ago.
3
Because
months
I was hearing shit and everyone was looking at me and talking, and I watch people. That's what I do. And no one looks at me. No one talks. Like, I'm pretty invisible until all of a sudden now everyone fucking knows who I am.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. All these rumors, freaking. I don't know. I've heard it's online someplace. I can't find the shit. No one will tell me about it. But
What do you mean when you say it's online?
all of these rumors about me being gay, pedophile.
But you haven't been able to find it online anywhere.
I haven't. No.
Okay.
Did someone tell you that it was online?
I've overheard it. Yeah. Just little bits and pieces. I'm just catching
Okay.
over and over. So,
Okay. So, the staff here is concerned about you. To the point that they have command directed you to talk with a counselor. Okay?
Alright.
So, they are in the position now to take you to a counselor today to talk with someone.
All right.
Okay. Do you know where that would take place?
I have no idea.
So that would take place over at Keller at West Point, on the other side of the river. Are you familiar with that place?
No.
Okay. So it's a drive up the Taconic to 84 across the river, and then back down just because of storms shut down a couple roads for us. Okay. Are you willing to do that? Would you be willing
I
to
have
talk with
to if
someone?
it's command directive, obviously.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean,
is it going to help
when I
anything?
say,
No.
I don't know.
I
if
would
it's gonna
rather
help
have
anything.
people stop talking and stop looking at me. I'm a fucking private person that don't like fucking my shit out there.
I can understand that.
Yeah. I can too.
I can absolutely understand that.
So, these guys here have been your friends for a long time, right?
No, apparently not. So.
But no,
But this is a new development you're saying in the
Think
last
about
6 months or 3
Yeah.
months you're saying,
yeah,
man, you know?
right? Up until, what, 6 months ago or so.
I don't have any real good friends, obviously.
But I don't believe that to
but-
be true. I think something's going on.
Something's happening, right? Because up until 6 months ago, right, you trust these guys with your life, right?
And
every
we're
weekend, I
we're
guess.
both service members.
Yep. I know how it
And
is.
there's nobody tighter than your brothers.
So these guys, I mean, I hope you understand that they're concerned enough about your welfare that they called us.
Oh, because they're scared, because I'm going to friggin' do something, because I am capable.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. No.
Okay. All right. Well, like he said, you're gonna have to go to Keller Army Hospital. Okay. Speak with a counselor. All right. We just don't want there to be any issues on the way there, or while you're there. I mean, obviously, while you're there, you know, they have plenty of people there that are willing to help you out. All right. But we don't want any incidents on the way there. All right.
Do you think that you can do that?
Yes.
Okay. Because so they're going to take you ride with them, and we're going to follow. The other option is that you ride with us.
But that involves handcuffs.
Yeah. You can go. I don't want to treat you like that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. All right. So if you give me your word that you'll
Yeah,
go
my
with
20
them.
years, I shouldn't even be here. I fucking tried to get out of this fucking AT. No, you have to fucking come. Oh. Can you guys give me a chance to get dressed?
You got socks and shoes? Just go with what you're wearing.
That's what
If
it's
you
gonna have
wanna,
to be.
you want to grab a bag? We can put some stuff in a bag if you want.
Yeah, all you're really gonna need socks, a pair of shoes,
You got a
ID.
jacket? Let's see,
Yeah, bring
might,
your ID.
It might rain.
Cell phone and a cell phone charger. That's gonna be it.
Robert, do you have any weapons in the room?
I've got a knife.
Where is it? Okay, just leave it on the bed, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
What you looking for? Like these things here? You want to bring a charger for your phone?
Am I gonna be gone that long?
I don't know. I don't know. My phone eats a battery in fucking 2 hours, so I don't know. If you want it. If you want it, bring it. Doesn't hurt to have it. Doesn't hurt to have it. You want a rain jacket or anything? Because it's been on and off pouring all morning. Thank you, Robert. You got any keys you need? Anything like that?
Let me fill this up.
Yeah. You good if I shut this?
Yeah.
There we go. I hear you say you're about to retire. You looking forward to it?
It's just going too slow.
When do you get to retire?
What's that?
When do you get to retire?
I've already got my 20-year letter, so I'm trying to get a package together. Our UA just opened the doors.
What's UA? What's UA?
Starting to get from
What is that? I don't know what UA means.
unit administrator.
Oh.
Does your paperwork.
All right, Robert, you're gonna go in this vehicle here.
Can I get some information from you before you go? Robert, what's your last name?
What's that?
What's your last name?
Card.
C-A-R-D?
Yes.
And Robert, what's your birthday?
04/04/1983.
What's a good callback number for you? And what's your address?
Bowden.
B-O-W-D-E-N?
Yeah.
Bowden what?
Maine. M-E.
Oh yeah, I don't even know the abbreviation. Zip.
04287.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, Robert?
No.
No? You'll be all right?
Yeah.
You gonna make it to your retirement?
I'm already there technically. So.
Well, I mean, you're not yet because you're here.
Yeah.
You gonna make it to retirement?
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't do anything to jeopardize that, man. All right?
Yeah.
You earned it.
Got a lot of time vested.
Good if I put this back?
Yeah.
So that you people ride. Where are you gonna go with that?
All right. We'll be right behind. Yes, sir. You gonna follow? Yes, sir.
All right, that one is about as smooth as I thought it could go.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Sir, morning.